Good morning. Welcome to Reno Buddhist Center Yoga. My name is Amanda. I'm so happy that you're all here this morning. And as a reminder, if you ever want to be here physically, you can. We have plenty of space. Wear your masks in and out, but we have enough social distancing room on the mats where you don't need to wear them while you practice. So, wherever you are this morning, thank you for being here. And we'll keep today's practice to an hour. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and have a seat if you're not already. It's nice if you have blocks at home or a pillow to sit up, elevate your hips, but not required. You won't be here long. And just close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. Let your shoulders drop out of your ears. You can take your neck a little side to side and press the opposite shoulder down. That can help you align. If you're like me, you tend to tense up your shoulders or carry a lot in your shoulders, sometimes we don't even notice. But that's what we're here to do, to notice. Notice our breathing. Notice the sounds around us. And I invite you to find your Ujjayi breath or yoga breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing your tongue to grace the back of your front teeth. Sit along the roof of your mouth. That allows the back of the throat to constrict slightly so that your breath sounds like the wave of an ocean. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. In. Out. Calm. Ease. While you're breathing like that, I invite you to, with your eyes closed, shift your gaze upward so your eyes inside your head will lift a little bit toward your eyebrow center. That's where we find the third eye, Ajna chakra. It's where Shiva and Shakti, feminine, the divine feminine and masculine merge. Gate to wisdom, intuition, divine knowledge. See if you can breathe some light into your Ajna chakra. Just imagine it being flooded with light. White light with a purple hue like an amethyst quartz. Long, slow. If it's comfortable for you to keep your gaze there while I do a reading, then go ahead. If it feels discomforting in any way, you can let your eyes rest wherever they feel comfortable inside your head, with your eyes closed. I'll share a short reading from the Yamas and Niyamas, which is an exploration of yoga's ethical practice. The Yamas and Niyamas are foundational to yogic thought. We all want to live well. Let's face it, at the end of the day, it's not how much you have or how much you have accomplished that counts. What matters is how well you have participated in your own life, both the ordinary routines and the extraordinary surprises. It's how you feel inside when you lay your head on the pillow. Does a feeling of joy and well-being accompany you to bed? Or does your head touch the pillow with thoughts of anger, bitterness, helplessness, frustration, self-disappointment, or whiny complaints? Being human is a complicated thing. We live within myriad confusing choices and contradictions. As human beings living among other life forms, we need to navigate our own personal needs within those of the community. As spirit hanging out in a human body, we need to live within the potential of our limitless dreams and our limited physical reality. In the midst of our indecision and confusion, guidelines are like helping hands moving us deeper into our own authenticity and into a life that is richer and fuller than we could ever imagine, simply because we are living with more skill and awareness. This may sound easy, but it is not. How do we gain mastery over our choices when life seems to toss us around with its ups and downs, many demands, and many voices telling us what we need and what is wrong with us? How do we gain skill when we find ourselves continuing to do what we promised ourselves we would never do again? How do we gain skill when we just screamed at our child or our partner and now we feel lousy? How do we gain skill when we feel stuck in a dead-end job that is sucking us dry? How do we gain skill when we just dug into the chocolate and now we are beating ourselves up with messages of self-loathing? Gaining the skill to choose our attitude, to choose what we think, and to choose what we do may be the grandest adventure we can take as a human being. So that's why we practice. We come to the mat to work on these skills. This is a radical act of self-love, coming to the mat. It's often a practice. It's only one limb of the 8 limbs of yoga. And it's an important one because these bodies, they're what we have to carry us through this life. Only one in this lifetime. So what we put into it, what we do with it, what we ask it to do, how we treat it, really underscores the way that we live the rest of our life. Off the mat, into the world. So take a breath of gratitude for showing up today and choosing to start your day like this, whatever the condition of your body. whatever modifications you need to make. You are here, which means you can do yoga, and so many cannot. For that, we are grateful. And that, of course, is why we do yoga, why we practice cultivating mindful awareness, so that that love radiates out to our family, our friends, our community, this planet Earth, and all living beings upon her. You may have not known that's what you got here to do today, but it is. And I'm so grateful that you're here and you've joined us. So let's open with an Om together, the Bija mantra for the third eye chakra. Inhale. So good. Thank you all. Go ahead and shake out your legs and then come right around to hands and knees. And if you have a blanket and you want to use it in this first part for your knees, we're going to do a few lower lunges. So I invite you to keep it nearby. I certainly need it for my creaky knees. Made creakier by these colder, I should say, not cold, mornings. Okay, hands and knees, hands, shoulders distance apart, knees hip distance apart. Really spread your fingers wide. Inhale, go ahead and arch your back. A few rounds of cat and cow to wake up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come to neutral on your next inhale and flip your wrists around. If going all the way around feels too intense, you can take them to the side. And then we're going to do cat-cow like this with this wrist modification. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And when you round, push back just a little bit. You'll feel what I mean. Yeah. Inhale. So there's a little bit of motion. When you inhale, you're kind of coming forward as you retract your back, soften your heart, and then as you protract, you're coming back a little bit toward your knees. Oh yeah. Let's do one more like that. If we have a lot of desk time, this is really good. Good. And then on your next one, go ahead and take your time as you slowly untwist, and then just sit back on your heels, and then clasp your hands together and just do a few little rolls. Yes, rolls. And then make sure you go the other way. Just waking them up. And then in this position, go ahead and inhale. Bring your arms up over your head. Exhale, take your left arm down. Fingertips to the earth or hand. And then you're going to reach toward your left arm. And I'm sorry, I'm not mirroring you. It's awkward because I'm on a side angle. So I'm really facing no one. And then be sure to push the floor away. If it helps, it might feel nice to grab the bottom side of your head and then bend your elbow so that you can cradle a little bit. Just play around with it and see what feels good here. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, opposite. Push the floor away. Try not to collapse down, but rather lift, hide. And again, if you want to cradle your head or leave it, I leave that to you. But try and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open it up. Yes, very nice. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. You can take your knees wide if you like. Come down into a child's pose for a moment. And you take your hands to the soles of your feet if they reach, and a little massage. Yeah. And take your arms out in front of you. Big belly breath. Come back all the way to hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide, root your finger pads down, particularly index finger and thumb. Curl your toes under and come into down dog. Outer armpits turn under, weight toward your heels. Don't jip your dog. Knees low. Healthy bend in your knees if your hamstrings are tight. When you exhale fully and completely. So pull the navel toward the spine. See if you can get a little bit more empty at the bottom. Squeezing into your perineum or your mula bandha. Okay. Maybe bend one leg. And then the other. On your next exhale, go ahead and walk your feet to the top of the mat. If your blanket's still there, that's okay. You might want it in a second. Inhale, look up halfway. Offer your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down into your feet to rise. Excellent. Take a moment here, honor your transition to standing. Feel the roots in your feet pulling down into the earth. Breathing nice and slow. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Neck is neutral. Heart is offered. Exhale. Inhale, step your right leg back. Lower your knee. Low lunge. Come on up. Engaging your lower abdominals as you reach up, and then let your front knee come over your ankle as you offer your heart. May not go very far. One more breath there. Inhale. Exhale. Step back to plank. For this first one, we can take knees, chest, and chin all the way down to the mat. Little cobra. Inhale. Tops of feet rooted down. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Push your way to downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Lower the back knee. Arms up. Offer your heart. Shoulders out of ears as best you can. It might even be nice to take your arms into cactus, especially if you're feeling tight today. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Fingertips to the earth. Inhale and lunge, so lift your back knee off the mat. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale through the center. Inhale. Exhale. Establishing a rhythm. Waking up. Inhale. Look up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips down. Left leg steps back. And lower the knee. Low lunge. Again, rise up first. Let's everybody cactus our arms as we come forward. So pull your shoulder blades together. Offer your heart. Find this little back bend action. And then let your knee come over your ankle. Look toward the heavens. Breathing there. 2, 1. Maybe you want to stretch up for the last exhale. And then bring your arms down on the breath. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga. Tops of feet rooted. Inhale, cobra. You can come up a little higher. Shoulders out of ears. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Push your way to down dog, where you will exhale. Inhale, left leg sweeps up. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Lower your back knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Manjayasana variation. Big belly breath here. Again, pulling your shoulder blades toward one another, offering your heart. If you want to take your arms up after, that's fine. If your neck is feeling any strain, then it'll probably feel good to leave your arms in cactus. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Bend your knees a little bit so you can get a deeper fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise up. Exhale through the center. Samastiti. Good. Should be feeling a little bit of heat building up. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, low back bend. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, sit into chair. Oh, man. I'm all sorts of creaky in so many places today. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. We'll go ahead and step your right foot back again. Exhale, lower your knee. Toe heel your left foot out a little bit to the side of the mat so that it's at an angle. And then go ahead and bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Now you may stay here, we're going to get a little bit of a hip opener here. So you may stay here. You may lower down into your forearms, or if you need to bring the floor closer to you for something in between, come down onto your block. And options for the back leg. You can leave your knee on the earth, or you can curl your toe under and press the right heel toward the back of the room. Forget that. And the final modification or variation is you can roll your left foot to the pinky toe side if you like. So just breathe here. For 3. 2. 1. If your foot is rolled over, roll it back, flatten it out. Lower your back knee if you haven't already. Come up once more onto your hands. And then go ahead and reach your left arm up and around and then find your back foot. If it's not there for you, it doesn't matter. You can just do the twist with your foot on the ground. Otherwise, take your back foot and press it into your hand as you turn your heart toward the sky. And then you may also want to roll your foot out, your left foot onto the pinky toe side again. Here. Woo! That'll get into the hip flexors a little differently. Really reach your heart toward the sky. So there's a back bend here. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Get everything back to the center. Hands down. Plank position. Inhale. Exhale, modified or full chaturanga. All the way to your belly. Head down. Arms sweep alongside you. Version A, locust. So lift chest, forehead, legs. For 3, squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another. Press your palms to the sky. 1, go ahead. Lower back down. Palms on either side of you. Curl your toes under. If you like, chaturanga push-up. Otherwise, use your knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, palms root down. Inhale, right leg sweeps up. Exhale, this time, curl it open. Can you keep your torso square? Moving into the psoas. And relax. Big belly breaths. Breathe into your left heel. Good and square and straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knee to your nose. Hover there. Cat your back. 2, 1. Then step your hand through. A little bit of core between your hands. Good. This time, left hand down, right arm up, twist it open. Second side here, other side. Twist open, heart reaching, arm back. Press that back heel toward the back of the room. That'll get you opened up even more. Inhale. Exhale, take it back, around. Lower your back knee. Anjayasana. Inhale. Exhale. Variation. See if you can get a little bit more space here in your front left hip. And then I invite you to take your left arm, reach it toward the sky. Take your right fingertips to the earth if you can. If they don't quite reach, you can just hold your leg. And then we're going to reach over toward the right. You're not going to go very far. Oh. Good. And then we'll take it to the other side. Fingertips down, or not, hand on hip if you don't reach the floor. Try not to collapse forward. Yeah, good. Inhale. Back through the center, sweep up. And then exhale, come into runner's lunge, half 100%. Straighten your front leg, flex your front foot, bend over, front straight leg. Try to keep your back nice and flat rather than rounded. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Back into traditional lunge. For the inhale, exhale, step forward and hold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, root down to rise up. Good. Through the center. Take a moment there. Samasthiti. Good. Big toes touching. It's traditional. You don't always have to be traditional to go into chair. You could experiment. Sometimes that doesn't feel good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit into chair. Breathing here for 3. Nice and slow, 2. 1. Go ahead and fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg steps back. For lunge, and then low lunge, but remember, we're going to walk heel toe our foot out to the edge at an angle to the mat. Both hands come to the inside of the right foot, and maybe this is where you want to hang out. If you can come lower, come down to your forearms, and then experiment. Maybe lift your back knee and push your heel toward the back of the room. Maybe not. Maybe roll your right foot over to the pinky toe side as you also press your back heel toward the back of the room. See what that feels like. These kind of push, pull openings going out in many directions helps us find more length and more space ultimately. If your forearms are on the mat, try not to collapse or have your shoulders in your ears, but rather soften your heart. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. If your knee is up, go ahead and lower it. Bring your foot back around so that it's flat. Come up onto your hands if you haven't already. And then left hand stays down, right hand reaches back around for your foot. If your foot doesn't reach you, that is A-okay. You can just take the twist. You can also come down to your forearm. I forgot to say that on the other side. Press foot into hand, and then if you want to open up your hip again in the right, you can take it to the pinky toe side, and then most importantly, press that foot into the hand. So there's resistance there. You're trying to open it up as you arch your heart toward the sky. There's a little back bend. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Slowly make your way out of that. Oh, yeah. Good. Come back to lunge. Traditional lunge, plant your hands. Step back to plank, inhale. Exhale. slowly lower. Chaturanga, all the way down. Forehead to the earth. Repeating Shalabhasana or locust. So this time you can clasp your hands behind you if you like, if they reach. Otherwise, take that flat palm to the sky. Inhale, pull your arms down and back. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward one another. If you can lace your hands, really try to press your palms together. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Forehead to the earth. Palms alongside you, either side. Inhale. Chaturanga push up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale. Stretch it open. So bend it. Trying to keep your torso square here. Getting into your hips even more. Bend your psoas. Go ahead and square and straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knee to your nose. Cat your back. 3, 2, 1. Then with your core, let your foot step through between your hands. Keeping lunge. Right hand stays down. Left arm comes toward the sky. Push that back heel toward the back of the room. As you squeeze your left leg toward the midline. Open up. Good. Inhale, come back down. Untwist. Drop your back knee to the mat. Anjayasana. Sweep up. Come up a little bit in your lunge. Right arm is going to reach straight to the sky. Left fingertips are reaching the earth as then you bend deeply into your low lunge. So front knee comes over ankle. Try and open up your side body here. 2, 1. Come out a little bit. Both arms toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Or toward down. And then, so again, your hand can be on your hip, wherever works for you. 2, 1. Good. Come out of that. And take one regular Anjayasana. Inhale. And then exhale. Come into half Hanumasana, runner's lunge. Flex your front foot. That's a mouthful. And then fold forward, flat back. Breathing for 2, 1. Good. Inhale into lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Bend your knees deeply. Wrap your arms if you can. Hug yourself. And a self-love moment here. Release that. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come on up. Exhale through the center. CTV. You have your blanket. You can go ahead and move it out of the way for a moment. toes touch. Hands in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sit into chair. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Three, two, one. Inhale through the center. Exhale, twist to the left. 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the center. Arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step, or if you really want to hop, you can hop today. Exhale, slow and choke. And then cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, twist it open. Hang out in the twist. Or if you like, bring your toes to the earth. Come all the way into wild thing. Pressing your left hand into the mat. Arching back. Fingertips reaching. Tammy Iris, if you're watching with Daddy. Hi, I love you. I love you, Tammy Iris. Me too. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, flip it back around. Three-legged dog. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, take your knee to the opposite elbow. It's a little bit of core here. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee same elbow. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, cat your back, round, knee to nose. Step it through, lunge. You got this. Good. Go ahead and plant your back foot, turn it out 45 degrees. Right foot presses down. Inhale, come up one and one. Sit low, in your warrior one. Really clasp your hands, steeple your fingers. But don't let your shoulders come way up in your ears. Bring them down. And then re-engage. Engage your back foot. Engage your front foot. See if you can get a little back bend with your hips square. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and straighten your foot for a moment. Clasp your back, your hands. Not your back hands. You only have one hand. Set of hands. Clasp your hands behind you. Inhale. As you bend your leg, fold for humble warrior into the inside. For 3. Squeeze toward the midline. 2. 1. Good. Go ahead and straighten your foot. Step in a little bit if you need to. Coming into pyramid pose or Parsvottanasana. So both legs are straight, trying to keep your right hip in line. So it's trying to square it. It's nice to put your thumb in your hip crease. If you can't reach the earth, no problem. Use your legs. Meet yourself where you are today. Wherever you are, inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold with your flat back. Good. And straight leg. Very nice. If you are so inclined and you want to take revolved triangle here, go ahead and, again, keeping those hips as square as possible, start to twist toward your right. So you can take your hand on your right hip to start. It also is nice, you might want to experiment with widening your stance a little bit, so opening your foot up a little bit toward the edge of your mat can help. And then using your core, twist to your right, pressing both feet into the earth. Again, if you don't reach the floor, doesn't matter. You can come up to your hips. You can put your left hand on the outside of your right thigh. You're closer to the earth, a block. Maybe take your right hand up toward the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Untwist. Really nice. Widen your stance out again. Parallel your feet. Come around to the long edge of your mat and fold. Prasarita. Nice forward fold here. Head moving toward the earth. Inhale, look up halfway, so like a wide-legged down dog. Exhale, bend your front leg, should be your right leg, and then flex your left for a version of Skandasana. On a breath, move through the center. Bend the opposite leg. Yeah. Good. Inhale back around to the front. Come all the way into lunge. So you can be done here. Take your vinyasa. We'll meet you in down dog. Or you can take your right fingertips in front of you, about 6 to 8 inches. Lift the back leg. Come into Ardha Chandrasana. Healthy bend in your front knee helps you open up. Flex that the left foot like you're trying to stand on a wall. Again, just like in revolved triangle on the other side. Go slow. Use your core. 3, 2, 1. Both hands to the earth. Maybe a little standing split. And then plant your palms, step all the way back. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Big breath and down dog. Left leg rises. Inhale. Exhale, twist it open. Either hang out there or twist all the way open into Wild Thing. Really reach your heart. Reach those fingers. Press the floor away. Inhale, arch. Exhale, come back around. 3-legged down. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, knee same elbow. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, knee to nose round. Step it through, lunge. Just a little bit of core, a little bit of heat. Our last standing sequence. Plant your back foot, turn it out. Rise up, warrior 1. Maybe steeple your fingers. See if you can keep your hips square. Really plant your back foot. No back bend. And exhale, go ahead and straighten for a moment. Bring your hands behind you, clasp in a funky way. Inhale, down and back. Exhale as you bend your front leg, fold to the inside for humble warrior. 3, bend deeply. Arms raised toward the sky, shoulder opener. 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Straighten and adjust your stance for Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Can be offset. It's usually the best way to approach these shapes. Inhale, look up halfway. So again, any modification, it is not required in yoga that your hands reach the earth. If you keep practicing over time, they'll come closer to the earth. They may never get there in your lifetime, and that is okay. You will still get the benefit of the shape. Props are good. At home, you can use anything, books, pillows. But if you're going to be practicing at home for a while, and if you haven't already, invest in a couple yoga blocks. Good to have. Get them at the grocery store. Get them in there now. Inhale, look up halfway. On your exhale, either return to Parsvo or come into revolved triangle. Left hand on the left hip. Hand to the inside or outside of the leg, depending where your stability is today. Try to even your weight in both feet and really lift out of your gut as you turn your heart to the left. Maybe reaching left hand up. For 3, 2, 1. Untwist. Good. Excellent. And then either be done, vinyasa to down dog, or fingertips in front of your foot. Ardha Chandrasana, second side, right leg lifts. Flex the foot like you're stepping on an invisible wall behind you. This is the counter twist to where we were a moment ago. Same principles apply. Just from the gut. Maybe top arm reaches. Maybe it stays on your hip. For 3, 2, 1. Twist around. Oh, I forgot I got you. No worries. Here we go. Standing split. And even if you went to forward fold, you can meet us here in Prasarita, second side. So after the standing split, just reach toward the back edge of your mat. There's always a way to get into another shape. Wide-legged forward fold. Any variation, if you're a headstander and you want to take tripod headstand here for a couple breaths, feel free. Or even just putting your head on the earth, seeing what that feels like. Three, 2, 1. Wherever you're at. If your head is moving toward the earth, that's awesome. If you're like, no way, sister, not anywhere close, that's also awesome. Everybody look up halfway. Good. And then bend into your right leg. Come into Skandasana. Walk it over to the left. Skandasana. Back to the front. All the way. Lunge. Final vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Good. Make your way through. Step, hop, or whatever to your butt. Legs out in front of you. Left leg into your groin. Right leg out. Nice and straight. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Turn your torso on the diagonal over your right leg. and begin to walk out. Janu Shirshasana, variation A. Right fingertips can be out. I like to actually use my right hand as a kickstand for my third eye. Sometimes. Untwist and just bend straight over your leg if you can. Big breath there. Roll on up on the exhale. Bring soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana, hold. Come up on a breath. Opposite leg. Right heel into groin. Inhale. Diagonal. Exhale. Grab your foot wherever you can. Left fingertips out or put your elbow on the earth. Use your palm to rest your Ajna chakra in. It'll feel really nice to ground the third eye center, particularly if it doesn't want to go all the way to your knee. Release the struggle. Big belly breath. Release that. Untwist just a bit. Straighten out your fold. And your next breath, rise up. Once more, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, up. Exhale, use your elbows to press your legs down. Forward fold. Surrender an act of gratitude. Slowly rise up on a breath. Use your hands to bring your knees together. You come down to your back. Bring your knees in. Give yourselves a squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Arms out into a T. Just drop your knees to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale through the center, knees over to your right. Look over your left shoulder. I did that backwards, but y'all will be okay. Knees through the center. Squeeze your knees, curl up, and on the exhale, walk all the way in to Shavasana. I'm going to take a short Shavasana today, but if you're at home practicing, stay as long as you like. If you have the time. Let you go. Let everything go. This is where the integration of the gifts happens. bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. Or again, option to stay. And when you're ready, roll to your side. Using your hands as a pillow. Stay soft, your eyes closed. Make your way to seated. Bring your hands in front of your heart. And again, take a breath of gratitude to yourself and to your fellow Sangha members, yogis and yoginis who showed up wherever they are today to cultivate metta, mudita, karuna, and upeksha through the radical act of yoga, self-love, integration, union with body, spirit, breath. And with our next breath, let's give metta out. Send out loving kindness from your heart center to a person or persons or the community. There's so many that need healing energy and love right now. Those suffering in the fires, in the pandemic. Let your light shine. And then take a breath of gratitude to RBC for being our Sangha home. And as we close with an Om, I invite you to again turn your internal gaze up toward your Ajna chakra as we say the Bija mantra, which is Om, the hymn of the universe that vibrates in the Ajna chakra. Inhale. May all beings be happy, healthy, and free. May your light shine today brightly. May we rise together in love. Namaste. Thank you all so much. A reminder that you can give Dana, your Dana practice, to RBC at Reno Buddhist Center on Venmo, PayPal link, however you choose. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.